double checking that we are live as expected and that the fellows can see me. Oh, that looks right. Fantastic. And then silence. A little slow to start today. One, I didn't figure out or forgot to look into adding the chat widget onto the stream. So that's a problem for my future self. And also, I'm completely full of some Texas Roadhouse. I normally not one to eat there. It was partially a goof to eat there in the first place. And now I'm full of chicken fried steak and sweet potatoes and... Hello, Sam! Hello! I just explaining... You're gonna expect some subpar gameplay today. We're just full of chicken and water and salt and hatred. Hold on. I clicked play online and that was incorrect. How do we exit this? Actually, I'm not even sure if we can... Oh, new chat is working for you? In question, I will not elaborate on the hatred. Hatred for Beast. I gotta get back in there and slice them up. I did say play in online mode, but I actually don't think this place is set up. So, hold on. Maybe we're gonna continue and see what happens. Also, I cannot wait to see the room areas. Like, something about the little mister as a weapon, it just calls to me so much. The elaborating where we left off, a quick little recap. We got into Old Yarnum. We just happened to stumble into the guy that was the hunter that is shooting at us the entire time, and just killed him. Then I truly running throughout all of Old Yarnum, trying to get back to where I just died, and managed to make it through a whole loop and unlock a shortcut. However, in New Yarnum, sorry, I swapping all the words today. But as you can see, I have exactly 0 equipment. I have 1 blood vial to my name, and I'm in a lot of pain. And that 1 blood vial is actually from spending the blood echoes that I had. So I need to decide whether I should pop some of my consumable guys and either level up or acquire new... Don't hit the pain of the emotion. For those who... long conversation, long story there. But yes, a hunter must hunt. Let's see. I don't know. So similarly to Elden Ring, the items don't tell me how many blood echoes these are going to give me. So I have no idea how much I have represented here. And then there's also the option to gain a lot of insight. I don't know what that would unlock for me, but Jeff has told me that is a currency I could use to acquire goods and services. So let's check what we can purchase, because we also got the hunter's bell bearing. I forget what they're called in this game. That unlocked more things in the shop. There's another bird bath. Okay. Yeah, he gave me the stake driver, which killed me in 1 shot, but I've been informed is not very good in general. Also, this being called the Kirk hammer feels a little different in 2025. That feels a little ominous energy there. Ooh, what is repeating pistol? The Kirk hammer is good? It's tempting. I've been really enjoying the Sol Sphere. And this is also getting to the realm. These are no longer trick weapons. Okay. I actually don't have the attributes to equip these yet. So I could also look into how many I would need to get strength. Sorry, we're doing a little housekeeping in the beginning of the stream.
Very well, let me...
Okay, like, hold on. So I have 16 strength. I think I just need one more. I definitely can get 1880.
Farewell.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll be right back. We're just doing a little menu hopping. And then what I needed for if I want to do like a Kirk camber. Oh, that's not strength. Sorry, that's skill. I would need one more skill. I do, in fact, need one more skill in general. Okay, but I'm not a blood tinge build. Thank you for all the arcane knowledge you are offering. I very much just like using the gun to parry, which I realize that people have been confused by me referring to it as parry in the past, but that's all I can... Oh, here it is. That's all I can think of it as. Okay. Oh, in this also I can like buy previous bosses like equipment here. I'll be honest though that this like the numbers is a lot for me right now. I would go purely off of looks, and none of these are like striking my fancy immediately. I will say like Gascoigne's like garb is kind of cool, but I don't have any desire to upgrade my outfit. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that that's like kind of the standard. So insight is not... Hello? Okay, those are the chalice stuff. I remember interacting with that. I think then... If that is it, I'm just going to buy a couple of blood vials with all my tiny dues. Go to regular Yarnum and talk to... Okay. Okay. One... Okay, I can buy exactly 4. The Central Yarnum? Alpepi, welcome. Also forgive me if that's not a good name. All of us hanging out in the bath. I will say that they are lovely guys. Kroax could never. And Jeff, is this the window you're referring to? No, this is a coughing lady. Oh, no! No, that guy. It's that guy. What? Hold on. The guy, you mean the child? I don't... That's a guy? I'm so sorry. This time I've been misgendering them as an old coughing woman.
You needn't concern yourself with me.
Oh, this is Gilbert. I'm all turned around.
But before I did this,
Yo, wait!
no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable, but this time gave me hope.
I really appreciate the mister, though. This is going to change my life.
I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can
And this would replace, like, it's like an offhand. Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm so sorry. I also, like... I like that the fellas hang around the lamps, too. Is it like they're, like, little moths attracted to light? Or they're just, like... They're just yapping. It's a gun. It uses your bullets. Okay, that's awesome. I'm so sorry, Gilbert. I confused you with another NPC, I think. So... Oh. Uh-oh. The star is arcane. I can decorate the little ghouls? Okay, this is good. So I can't equip the flame sprayer yet, but there's another like little mini side quest we can do. Because I think we just need like one more attribute point. They're like so friends. Okay. Now this is where I constantly had to orient myself. This place, there's also so many side passages and winding, branching routes that I haven't explored. There's a lot of places in the sewers in Central Yarnum, like behind the pig and whatnot, that I haven't gone down. And I'm also pretty scared of the pig. Ooh, and more blood vials. Okay. I also don't know the enemy that I would want to fight for bullets. Bullets. Ow, okay. But this run, I'm going to take my time. Because I'm typically just sprinting through this with my head cut off. And trying to avoid any shots. Okay. Oh, shit. I forgot to actually backstack. They suck. Sorry, I shouldn't be so mean. They have a condition. You know, I feel like the beast, like with the racks over them. I know that it's like still implying that they have like some sort of self-consciousness and maybe, what's the word? Embarrassment? But I feel like just with a few modifications, they could really make that claw something, right? Like I feel like a little bit of small effort would make it dripped out. Also, welcome back! I think we got all the guys up here. Okay. That is a shortcut. I do not want that. I always like throw half my life down there and I'm not even skipping. Hello. That was me saying hello to the dog. There's something about when I'm yapping at my computer that he's like, but what about yapping to me? Even though he's deaf. I guess he just likes attention and is upset when attention is paid elsewhere. Okay. So there's that way. Oh, there's a path. Now I'm remembering. It's all coming back to me. I also had the misfortune of having to listen to parts of my past stream as I was trying to like touch up some of the closed captions, and just how many times I started one sentence to never finish it, either interrupting myself with another sentence or something would happen in the game and I would never finish my thought. There was that. There was starting, maybe like stuttering on words, where I would once again start a sentence, but then it wasn't buffered completely. And so to finish buffering, I would just say the same word 2 or 3 times, you know, just to fill in the gaps. And then the third, oh yeah, I think you might have missed when I ran through here. And I was terrified when I was climbing this ladder because I thought I was like exposed and like the Gatling guy was gonna kill me at any moment. Except that ladder ended up heading right to him. And I absolutely did not kill him the first time. And in fact, Jeff told me about a cheese where you run at him right as you get off the ladder or before he turns around. But I panicked because right after I got off the ladder, he was already turned around. I was like, what do I do? But I think I accidentally spammed him off the edge anyway. So it all went well. And then we also had the guy that comes to avenge him. So I think I've actually killed some big guys in this area. The one place I haven't made any progress is that big Victorian factory. He did. It was like such a, you know, hardcore moment with this guy. Sorry, I don't know why I decided to pick up a blood vial in front of you. That was just rude. But he had this cool gun, and he's like so moody and grumpy, and then he just trips off the edge of his like lair, which is honestly a move I would make. Like I really relate to him in that. But I'm very thankful because he was really fast, and I didn't have. Why there's so many guys? I'm so sorry. Okay. I love that he's dragging the bodies with them. Okay. Hold on. We gotta do a mental health check on my dog. Okay, he has been calmed and he has been handed off onto the next caretaker. Poor little guy. I think that if brother being the name of our dog, had opposable thumbs, I think he actually kind of might dig Bloodborne. Like, I like to imagine he would be into the aesthetics, if not very capable of handling the scaries. He would watch someone else play it. And maybe that's why he's kind of like whimpering and asking for attention. It's that he just wants like a bed where he can watch. Yes, brother is his name. Tied to him being deaf, he was actually adopted together with his sister, and when they would call for him, they would just tell his sister, Gracie, go get your brother. And yeah, so he's been called brother ever since. I don't think he noticed. I don't think he knows that his name has changed. We do have like a variety of hand symbols or signals to communicate with him, and he's very intelligent. It's the type of, like, intelligence that, like, small dogs have that just kind of make them neurotic. But cute. Yeah. So the sister actually lived with a family member. He's a hand-me-down dog. He's a thrifted dog, essentially. And that, like, both of these dogs were adopted by a family member, and then we took in brother after the fact. Okay. Actually, this is going way better than it did last time, where I was getting the items up above. They seem to kind of like naturally have filed themselves one by one up the stairs, which is like more than I could have asked for. It was not going this smoothly last time. In fact, I was pulling myself a little Gatling gun guy and falling off the rafters to my death. That was happening most of the time. Okay. But yeah, more so than like just progressing in the game, which I'm really excited to like be able to explore this room with. Why are there so many of them? Be able to explore this room without so many ghoulies about. I'm also trying to not speak so constantly, or so like to buffer my sentences before I say them. Though people who know me in real life, I guess, have learned to filter all that out. Okay, finally, I get to take a look at this guy. I really want to say that I love like the tall ceilings, you know, exposed beamwork. The decoration is a little macabre, but I can respect it. I wish I can get a good look at it. All right, this side. Is it just like a big beef? He's been separated from his... Okay, that's what I was gonna ask about. Is that, if that was like cloak, or like if he has like a frilled neck, like one of those lizards from the desert, or he's skinned. Actually, that's kind of metal. That's... Whew. You know, it does raise a lot more questions. He's kind of tied up a lot like the beasts outside that were going to be burned. So I wonder if they were going to prepare like that was going to be a big bonfire with the fellas. But I interrupted that. You know, they were probably looking forward to it all month or something. And yet I took it away from them. So maybe that's a little sad. That to say, though, we have acquired Madman's knowledge. We have, I think, got most of the goodies in here. Yes, this is what's in the center of the table at Thanksgiving. And I was like, oh, reaching over him to grab at the mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes and green beans. Oh no, this isn't the door? Oh, this is my blood echoes! Wait. Huh? I would respect that. I like to think, like, you know, how... Oh, this is maybe an insane pull, but the turkey was going to be... It was one of the options for the national bird. And if we had, like... I don't know, like, you know, as I say that, and as I'm getting pecked alive by these crows, that just wasn't going anywhere. I was gonna make some joke about it being the state bird or some shit. Okay, so We've come in this cathedral. We killed a lot of guys. Conveniently coming at me one by one. I've climbed a lot of the rafters. I'm curious how to get... Maybe... Can I... How can I get up there? But I'm worried that I might have, like, already explored that place, and I need to figure out how to get behind it. I cannot navigate this place to save my life. Oh, hey, another little walkway. Okay. Yeah, so this is definitely one of the places where I ran through on one HP, 0 health, blood vials, and just wanting to pick up my blood echoes, screaming the entire time. I'm getting stuck on all the beasts. Hello? I much prefer having like a single big boss that I can focus on instead of like I just really struggle to keep track of multiple enemies. Ow. And I don't have any bullets for this guy. Maybe I just run. Maybe I just run. Jump on him. Oh, there's so many of them! So yeah, a guy can barrel through there. This is starting to look like where I found the little... I didn't use the shortcut at all! I just like... Oh, frick. There's so much. This guy's got blood eyes! Fellas. Oh, look, a thing. Oh my gosh, bullets! Bullets! Well, I'm actually really... I don't think I'm ready yet for hints on the directions. I think that once I got back there was avenues I can explore. And now that I remembered that I have the shortcut, I'm also up 10 bullets. So honestly, that feels pretty good. I just hadn't played all week and didn't remember a thing. Yeah, I think this is the right way. I think part of why I didn't take the shortcut is that I couldn't quite remember how to get down there in the first place. Okay. Cause that is where I found the guy. Okay. So now we can just continue going down. Yes, okay. It's like all coming back to me as if a dream. I guess also repeating the comment that it's in Central Yarnum and Medium Yarnum, you don't really see human remains. You only see like beasts and half beast forms. And it's the first time where you're seeing like regular humans passed away. It makes it a bit more sad, for sure. All the humans and remaining humans in Central Yarnum are just inside calling me stinky and stupid. Okay. So yeah, this is where we bust out. This is where all of the dogs are. All the doors are shut. Oh, I don't like that noise. I can't... Oh, wait. No, I can handle this. I can handle this. Ignoring that the sound is actually not coming from this guy, and I'm still completely lost. Yes! Okay. We still got the sauce on the parry. Ooh, that was exactly what my blood echoes! Okay. Fantastic. We are right where we need to be. But also, what was that screaming I was hearing? Was that you? Oh my gosh, I also have a lot of blood echoes. I'm making too much money. So I probably should go back to spend them soon-ish. But I'd love to actually look around. I wanna learn. I wanna see things. I don't want to see too many things, like that guy that grabbed me when I found the top hat. I did not like that. That's feeling bossy. It's feeling right down devious. Yeah, there's so... How long do these bodies burn for, dude? And there's a summon? Oh, no. Let's talk about needing to spin my blood echoes, but, let's try it without Alfred. I just want to see what happens. And then we will tag in Alfred ASAP. Should things get on the next run. Or whenever we feel we just can't. Cause also, like, you know, the NPCs can, oh, his skin is flapping! No! I just want to say that the NPCs can also, like, really kind of mess with the boss AI, and I'd rather just, like, learn it when it's in its simplest, but I don't want to learn this one at all, dude. I don't... No, it's flopping! It's, like, wet and spewing everywhere. Oh, hello. Freeze up. That's right. Oh, it's green! What is the green fluid for? Hey, that didn't stop him. We got one hit on him. Though I'm not happy to see him. Big yawn. Okay. I really want some bullets, but we're gonna see what we can... I think we can just make a boss run and see how far we can get. Let's see. Holding down our... Oh. Wait, is that a... That's the skittery guy that Jeff was telling me about! Is it a rat? Nice. Okay. But what is it? I'm telling me that if you're serving this on your Thanksgiving table, I'm going home. It was like a pile of skulls and flesh. Oh, why is it so gross? Okay. Oh, frick. Why is there fall damage in this game? Make sure to spin on him after I kill him. Alright, and then... This is like the Screaming Hall? Screaming Avenue? Yeah, actually, my office is just like... You go down Screaming Avenue and you take a right and then a left. And make sure not to trip over the skittering blobs of flesh. Ah, okay, and dodging all the beasts. And yeah, you should find me right there amongst all the flaming crucifixes. Okay. He's flopping. He's flopping. Okay, that was way too early. What was... I don't know what I was attempting there. Ooh. What? Give me my visceral! Okay, a little Miss Riding Hood. Oh! Ow! Okay. Okay, now we're like one tap. What do you got? You have some flashes? You have this like crazy dash move. He kind of spins around at the end. A Bold Hunter. I was gonna ask because I saw like the regular Hunter's mark said that you lose your blood echoes and return as if it was all a dream. But it requires a Bold Hunter's mark to keep your blood echoes and run. Okay. Whew. So, but that's if I want to just give up on the boss and don't think I'll make it back. Which, yeah, I probably should. I don't have... I'm once again broke. That did not take long. Though now I'm feeling like we're parkouring it. Like, that felt pretty smooth. Okay, that is a guy that will beat me up. That is a guy that will beat me up. Screaming Avenue. Jumping through all the wolves. Taking a wrong turn, my bad. Yeah, towards the cathedral. Then turn. Okay, hold on. Then if... I'm sorry, I'm very much yawning. All that, fried chicken at the restaurant got me sleepy. So I'm gonna grab... Oh my god, it's way down here. And I just press X? Oh, he's so dramatic about it! He goes, oh! Victorian, like, fainting. Hold it. I'm gonna get this MFer. This may be... Wait. Wait. I use a really important consumable item to escape the boss battle, and my first thought was, oh, I'm here to defeat the boss, and I go to run back. Let's go buy some equipment first. I would love some bullets, please. So we have like 3. That would give me 15. 18? I should just stock up. It feels a little bad. I guess like you're gonna be grinding these out. That did not give me nearly as much as I thought it would. What? What? I thought it was giving... It says 8. Does that mean... Hold on. I was saying that I had 8 in my freaking inventory. I was like, is it 3 per 240 blood echoes? That's like actually so cheap and reasonable. Wow, thank you. Okay. Back to Old Yarnum. It's kind of crazy that there's so many lamps and fast travel points in just this one gravestone. I can't imagine how big the game is. If I imagine that there's going to be other gravestones I will be using as my travel hub. Anyway, thank you, little guys. I am going to get him this time. Yeah, we're getting pretty good at it. Where's ooh. You can even like kind of completely avoid having to run around that one guy. We don't run through the steamy tunnel. We run through the wide open Screaming Avenue. I really want to find out what the heck is making that noise. Oh, ow! Oh my god, that's half my house. That's a blood vial, you nice person. I'm sure. Do I want a small tip? Is that related to this boss or just in general? To the boss? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take a small tip. Hey, could you wait a minute? I'm actually conferring with my council. Speaking with my advisors. Nice. Okay. Oh. She can like, or they can just run off of my lock-on camera. Oh. That don't work. That don't work. That don't work. Hello? What was that? I got all screamy about it. Oh, that didn't. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, antidotes! This whole time that I've been getting poisoned, there's like, yeah, it would make sense that there would be antidotes. That might be a female beast. She kind of praying mantised me, for sure. Okay, so then I can just do this, the first thing, instead. Okay. And now I hold circle yet again. My favorite button. I was bought an ice cold refreshing Diet Coke. And it is changing my whole outlook on life. I'm like, maybe old Yarnum's not so bad. Have they just decided, or have they tried a little artificial sweetener in some soda water? A little caffeine? I guess they're probably on harder stuff. Hold on. Oh, come on. No, get your blood back. Okay. Oh, I was still alive for a second there. Oh. Ludwig's holy blade. I do like that. There's this whole concept of trick weapons. I say that as if I'm ever really using this weapon in slicko mode, but just like the animation, the idea of it is so sick. Calling it a trick weapon as opposed to a treat weapon. Okay, hold on. This is killing me. Are you like... What? It's... Excuse me. We'll get him on the next time. I don't want to lose all my blood echoes in the freaking boss arena. Okay, antidote on the hotbar. Alfred yet to be summoned. Stocked up on bullets and vials. We're feeling pretty good. If this one is like skinned and flayed and out here in this church, were they? I'm not gonna keep referring to the sheet. Were they also like strung up and like going to be crucified, or they just kind of escaped? And how did they get here? I keep falling for that. How am I still alive? Oh, I keep freaking slashing before I can get the visceral. Move! Ah! I'm like, stand real close so she'll swipe at me and I can get the easiest visceral. Hello. Do it. Do it. Okay, she's gonna dash. Right? She's gonna do it again. Come on, do the thing. Oh, I didn't quite need to do that. She's trying to bite me head off. Roll. Did I? I actually freaking. Where'd he go? Okay. We're getting there, fellas. We're getting there. Oh! Hit her, hit her, antidote, antidote, antidote. Oh my god! No! Oh, it just hit so much poison. What's all that? Oh, now is she like poisoning all the time? Ooh, come on, come on, come on! Okay. Woo! Yeah. Do I just go back in for another run, or do I need to acquire more bullets? Grind stuff? Okay. Alright, fellas, we're doing another run. Through old Yarnum. I didn't pay attention as the first beast ran towards me. Maybe we can find out how to grind or pick up that item, last item in the like factory place. Okay. Is there something about beasthood that prevents them from using tools? I noticed that, like, once they go full beast mode, none of them have the weapons like the blokes and Centaur Yarnum had. Or that just these fellas aren't aren't that smart. Okay. No biggie. No biggie. So I'm just like that. There's so many like people and things hanging around. Like basically off of every lamppost. And I'm just like, wouldn't you just get tired? I guess like they continue to be locked in here after the things got oh, maybe that's why those guys are covered in cloth. Sorry. Is that maybe they've been partially skinned? No, I just got a flap a piece underneath there. And but yeah, they were trapped over here, and but their thing was to just sling people up. I just feel like that didn't scale very well. Okay, this where? Yeah, this guy's right here. Oh, we haven't also done anything to the bloodstones yet. Ver. Bro. Bro? I was kind of hoping that there would be something halfway down. Like, maybe can we like collaborate, we can argue, we could come to some sort of conclusion where I only like lose like 90% of my health. But nah. And then I actually use a blood vial. We're fudging it. We're fudging it. Oof. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. My favorite little beasties. Locked onto the wrong dude. Wrong dude. Oh. Am I gonna? God, here this is insane. Oh, I forget. Hey, I have stamina. Okay, I think my blood vials are close. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. The reason why I was like, oh, maybe these guys are the flayed ones is that they poisoned me. Very similarly to like the blood-starved beast that's like fully skinned. But I don't know where that's coming from. Why? How did they become poisonous? Oh, this is probably the guy that has my blood echoes. Very nice. Very nice. Love to see it. Alright. Yeah, that's not a bad little spat. This place would have been sick, though, to see in its full glory. I don't really want to kill the crows because they scare me, TBH. Okay. Come on out. Can you hear it when I like am spamming the the R1? Killing beast and also practicing my elephant impression. Holy, wait. Scary, scary beast. Fuck. Well, like, I don't know if it's like the frame rate or just like the camera unlocking, locking, but it kind of just got me a little motion sick there. I was like, ooh. Okay. Then there should be another guy or two over here. Oh, that's no good. That's no good. I don't have any health vials. All right, time for old reliable. Dissonant. Oh no! And the good farm too. Okay. Wait, can I wear this noble dress, or that just like a quest item? You're right, the bricked up goons. I was also gonna comment, like, as I was walking through all these places, all the bricks in the floor, there's like the brick buildings. Like, wouldn't this be where the bricked up goons like actually like shine? Noble dress is equipable. Alright, alright. Hold on, I'm just going to pick up my blood echoes. My money. Silly me, you know, just dropped my money on the ground. Left my wallet at the Chili's. And I need to go pick it back up. Okay. Yes. Yeah, after all that, I've gotten one blood vial from these fellas. I'm going back to the Birch Goons. Okay. Oh, another 2 blood vials. Hey, I won't... Maybe they were not happy to be, picked second. Like, I can do anything the victim goons can do. Take 2 blood vials. Some say cause is in this chili tonight. Oh my god, why is this like bridge just calling me so much? I'm like, I feel the pull of gravity. Oh, I don't want to fight you actually. I just want my blood echoes. Oops. There they are. Nice. Take a little. All right, boys, come get me. All right, this is probably going to be the more touch and go way to go. I feel it probably would have been better to go through the way I had partially cleared. But oh, I say I'm half kind of interested if there's anything over here that I haven't interacted with that's not open. Okay, of course, devices are all against me. But there's so many guys. I also just think this was closer, even if scarier. Okay, this way. I can't see through your freaking furry ass. Okay, that's the second one. Then the third floor is where it's at. Nice. Whew. I can buy more blood vials with this. It did say that I bought more like bullets than I could equip. If there's something I can interact with to like get the bullets out of my storage, or if that just happened automatically and I'm just purely out of bullets. It's autofill when you rest. Okay. Ooh, Illuminarium sounds like sick first date option. Purchase some blood vials, maybe for half. And then the other one? Oh. Okay, cool. I'm silently... Oh my gosh, wait. Lead elixir, a heavy syrupy liquid medicine? Oh man. I don't... That's not good for you. Please give me some liquid lead, please. This is also the time every stream you have to take off a jacket of some sort. Yes, the humors. It feels just so much more balanced when I'm drinking my little lead drinks. A little mercury in it when I'm feeling down. Okay, before I aggro the wolf down there, what is screaming? Oh. So I always forget, like, this is... Wait. They're already aggroed on me. Never mind. I just got to look at my face and it brought me joy. Except, I'm in the middle of a boss fight. Oh. I really needed to fight or shoot him there. Chop that up. Come on, pop your antidote. Pop your healing. Where am I at? Where am I at? Oh! Whew. I died. I sure as hell died. Okay. I feel comfortable doing one more run with the equipment that I got. I wish I had a little counter for how many times I've attempted this boss. It hasn't been that many though. And I feel so sick rolling off of the ledges here. What's the game? Mirror's Edge? You're like parkouring and jumping throughout the whole place. Maybe a little bit of like Tony Hawk Skater Pro? Tony Hawk Pro Skater. And I feel there should be a little... Ooh. Yes, a little throwback. I feel like there should be scores popping up every time I hit the roll off the ledge. A little flash. Calling me a retro gamer would be stretching it, and that, like, your childhood game bong. Shut up, Sam. Are you like 18 or something? But when I played Tony Hawk Pro Skater, it was like not with any skill. It was like as a kid, just mashing the buttons, man. Not much has changed in that regard. Oh yeah, you're gonna get it this time. I'm feeling it in the air. Woo! She got me good with that one. I want her to be lifting up that right paw, because that I know I can parry. Woo! Okay, that could have been bad. That's fine though. Oh, that was my time to parry! Frick. We can recover. Pop your... Hit the perks! Hit the perks! Dude, I could just shoot the gun and miss. Holy fuck. So much poison. Oh, that's fucking so much poison. Oh boy. Well, now this time I'm gonna go to Central Yarnum and run my usual crew. Maybe we could even like take a small detour to like check out the pig. Time to get the bricked up goons. Okay. El Pippi. Okay. I said I was gonna go to Central Yarnum, guys. I'm in the wrong freaking spot. Yes. Hunter's Dream. Sip my Diet Coke. My healing elixir. And we are going to Central Yarnum. When the loading screen is on, I also have a little buffering signal on my forehead. Oh. Okay, these are my guys down here. These are the fellas. I do not want to use my bullet on them. Oh, I don't like that he has a hole in the back of the pant. Ah! I'm stuck! Roll. Okay, we didn't really come out ahead on the first one, but now that there's only one left, I feel pretty comfortable. He shoves me, that's fine. That's fine. These also will give me a little bit of blood echoes. That won't be too bad. Yeah, I will say that. I understand why this, Oh, the wheelchair, Grandpa. You're so right about that. But yeah, this going back to the farm in between these runs, like, it's a little sad. I really want to, like, be able to throw myself at the wall, get real comfy, like, locking in on this one guy, and I have to interrupt myself, to top up all my resources. Love to see the silver bullets, though. Oh, I also have more insight now that I don't want to go there. That place sucks. Now that I've seen another boss. Wait, can he drop something? Oh, I can shut the door. I don't know why I'd want to do that. Hold on. What's all this over here? I like that that was like... It felt like a coffin that had been repaired a number of times, and I just come through to break it again. It's a dog area, yeah, we're going. Bye-bye. Did I fire a bullet accidentally? Why do I have 9? Am I crazy? Why? Oh, okay. I was like, why won't the X pop up? It's... Okay. You're right, just crying out of time, but this just means, like, this is gonna be the rest of the bit as running through Central Yarnum going, yeah! Yeah! I think it might be him, though. Okay. So... I think just down here and behind there is a pig. A pig! I can also go just across here. All me blokes. Light it. Send it. I just heard someone said over here. Was that like one of the enemies catcalling me, or there a talkable guy around here? Wow! Dude, this guy's not gonna kill me. This guy. Okay. Search corpse. Ooh, quicksilver bullets. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. I haven't gone down this thing. There's so much noise I'm hearing. I would have 100% kept walking. Oh, this is like just unlocking a shortcut. Maybe you can also leave the pig off of the Well, we can do it. Yeah! Yeah! Explode! 4 blood vials. Okay. Ooh, some cold. Wow, okay. Saw Hunter badge. Oh, nice. Okay. Then that goes up. I don't really want to fight all these gross guys. I guess they're not too difficult, but like... all these guys crawling on the ground together. I don't like these birds. I said I don't like these birds. Okay. Well, they gave me a pebble though. I also don't like this like ominous schlock that comes out of these guys. They do give me some blood vials. I'm alright with that. You know, if we're making requests. That's just a lot of guys. I guess. That's all I can say. So I guess. Wow. Okay. They do hit hard when they do hit. Okay. None of these guys are giving me blood vials. I guess indirectly they are giving me blood echoes that I will spend on blood vials, but it is not the same. Oh, is there a drop eye? No, it was just an extra shiny bird feather. Damn. That's a great question. I think I'm just going to go back to farming the goons because this particularly isn't that efficient, it's feeling like. Not that efficiency is the most important thing, but it's not giving me the dopamine, you know? Like, hitting the boss is. I will say they never explode over here, so maybe I can kill these guys. Yeah, it's bullets! Yeah, these guys are kind of worth it. And like, all these barrels make me feel that there's something else. Something behind all these peripheral items, maybe? Okay. Maybe I have already been over here. I will say that dinner has been tearing me up something fierce. It's been making me so sleepy. Okay, let's kill these guys. Oh, that feels cool. Dodging bullets is sick. Yeah, I think it's worse coming down here for all the bullets. Me quietly walking up to him just to dash at the last second. Oh my god. Yeah, these guys are pretty reliably giving me blood vials. So maybe this thing is to do my goons and the grandpa, run past the dogs, drop down in the sewers to get these guys. Ooh, that felt good. Yeah, those are like reliably dropping blood shards, and I also could upgrade my weapon. I feel like it has been a minute. I've gotten a couple blood shards since then. And blood echoes. Oh. Hold on, there's a lady I talked to out here. She's still here. Nice.
What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt.
A hunter must hunt. Okay. You know, sorry for bothering you. I just thought you might like some company. I just happened to be in the area. Yeah, I think it just dropped. A hunter must hunt. Okay, and this leaves me across from the dogs. Hello? What's this?
So what is it now? Are much better ways to pass the time. Unless
Oh, I do have a nice safe place for you.
well, what do you know? An outsider working the castle. Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do?
Damn.
Slit some throats. Get this mess done with.
Damn, I'm just one dude. She was not a nice lady. Okay, so I've already... I really don't want to go through here. Oh, I'm already dead. No! And the dogs come to eat my body. Okay. But now all the juiciest parts. Getting your blood vials and bullets. Yes, we are a fog. It's honestly rather comfy in Bloodborne. Enjoying horrors beyond my comprehension. Though, I'll be honest, most of the I've seen so far have just been beasts. There was one time I picked up a top hat and some otherworldly force picked me up. But other than that, like, these have kind of been within my comprehension. Not to say that I'm built different, but... Amygdala. I don't know her. I say this, so giving a little context. I have never played Bloodborne. I was sent a wonderful Bloodborne analysis, which inspired me to play the game. So I know of some of the bosses, but I have no idea. I have no idea the usual flow of the game. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know why people keep calling me stinky and stupid. I don't know how to get anywhere. Right now, we are just farming up vials and bullets. I'm actually in dead. I'm actually in dead. Frick. I was trying to remember where my blood was. But I look forward to seeing more of the otherworldly force. We're in Old Yarnum fighting Blood Star Beast. It's got a lot of flappy skin and it's gross. And I didn't have enough bullets and vials to kill it. Okay. Sussy skin flaps indeed. I didn't know, like, you kind of see the assembler creature, like, crucified or just hanging from the rafters in one place. Also, it's in the ball. Get him, fellas. Get him. Oh, yeah. Well done. Well done. Thank you. Hold on. Wait. That's honestly impressive. Like, when my health is at that 1 pixel, I'm just screaming and crying. But yeah, you see one example. Wrong direction. But you guys are kind of worth killing. You always give me, like, bullets and health vials. But yeah, you see the one guy hanging from the rafters in a very similar situation. I couldn't tell, like, is that cloth hanging from him? Is that, like, hair? Is that... I forgot what else I thought it was. But it happened to be his skin, which is really messed up. And then you see the beast, and it's flopping, and it's spraying all this, like, juice everywhere, and it's just not very good. Oh. Oh, it's out of hunger. Dang. When I get hungry, I just kind of get a little cranky, and these guys are, like, splitting open. Real sad, but also kind of real mood. I remember I was, like, going to the dog town, the dog part of town, when I lost my... Okay, I think it's up here. Always at the Aura farm in the elevator. But yes, I think up here, getting our money back. Once again, dropped left my wallet card, my card at the Chili's. I have to go pick it back up. Okay. Okay, and my weapon's still in slicko mode. Have you guys seen a pile of blood echoes around? Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. Now I just gotta get home so that I can, like, reset the instance. Oh. Wait. These guys I like to kill. They're actually convenient. Look at that, blood vials. Hold up. All right. Now let's get this bread. I appreciate that. The thing is, I realized I had to play the game because, like, I wanted to become unreasonably educated on the game. It has such cool vibes and motifs, and I had to see it for myself. I also I've never completed a FromSoft game. And I was a little worried about the game being too hard, but I have recently played through all of Silksong, which I've been told is at least as hard as Bloodborne. And so I feel empowered to attempt it. This is the easiest one, wow! Well then, here we go. I actually, the ones I have played, Elden Ring for one. And I think I just kind of got lost in the sauce and that the open world is too open. But I say that, like, this world is just, like, confusing. I have no idea how the physical space is connected together. But at least, in a sense, it is linear. I got really overwhelmed, especially... Oh, bye-bye. All the little caves. That was always these bleeding imps and nonsense. Even though the imps were my favorite guys. I have tried to play through Elden Ring like once or twice since then, and I always take the imps as my starter. Even though I often don't use summons in my later playthroughs. Which is why I'm also trying to do like the Bloodstar Beast without the summon, just because it really messed with like the AI of the boss. And the bosses are often like my favorite part of the game. I could honestly take or leave when you're fighting big mobs because it's overwhelming. Having to keep track of so many people, and maybe not as interesting when you kind of get stun locked and trapped by like a group of multiple enemies. And it's much more fun and interesting for me to do focusing on one boss. Yeah, so when I get to a boss and like I really want to be able to focus on this guy, learn his attack patterns, be able to react to them. And then there's a second guy also like fucking it all up. Like it takes away from it for me. Okay. I really shouldn't be killing these guys. They're honestly not worth swinging my blade for. I just want to get back to the start. What is my best way of doing that? Just use the plungent blood cocktail? Is that the one that like brings all the beasts to you? Okay. Blood. Oh, okay. So I can use pungent blood cocktails and choose them kind of similarly to the Gatling gun guy. I'll see. I got really close. I've been like getting the parries off, and I got him to maybe like 1 or 2 parry viscerals left. And that's what I'm hunting these bullets for. It's parrying. Parrying. Is that not normal? There's one move in particular that I wait for. I feel like I haven't figured out the parry window for, and maybe there isn't one for most of the moves, but there's like the basic one when they're raising their right hand claw. Okay, so hold on. Mangy mutt. I was waiting for that. Hold on. Okay, that was the lady I was thinking of earlier. I was like, this cackling, coughing lady. That means I'm close to home. I'm almost out of this hell. Okay, well then, maybe I'd really want to build up some more before I try the blood-soaked beast. Yeah, the very specific moves I parry. But maybe I have 5k blood echoes, so I'll just like buy a couple in the hunter stream. We're gonna give it another run. Okay. Alright, little ghoulies. Give me my things. Liked having a lot of bullets. That's more than... We'll spend about half. Okay, and then the rest on this. Wait, check at the shop? Just see what else I got. Hunter Chief Emblem. Oh, that's bad. The Saw badge. Yeah. Did that give me... So now I can buy the Saw Cleaver and Saw Spear? Is that what that unlocks for me? Okay. You like the stake driver? I was kind of intrigued by it because it seemed so cool, but I don't really know what's good. So it's kind of like a shotgun. we have very conflicting opinions in the chat. I think I'll give it a go, but I'd have to give, yeah, be able to try a couple. So the attaching dynamite to my hand does sound really interesting. And I'm also really playing it close. I kind of mentioned I never have this out in the slicko mode or like the extended form because I'm always just in their face like slashing. So maybe it won't be so bad to do the stake driver. I'm also interested in using the little flamethrower thing that Gilbert gave to me. I just need like one more point of arcane. Shaking them with some dynamite. Yeah, let's go. I feel like that would be in character. I also, like, once again, it feels so cool to roll down all these steps, all these ledges. Okay. Okay, I've been referring to this as Screaming Avenue. I have yet to find out what the hell is making this noise. Hold on. Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. Dude. Excuse me. But essentially, that screaming thing, I haven't been able to place... Is it just any that's behind the fog? Okay, I'll check it out next time on the run. This will 100% not be the last time we run through here. If not, to do the boss again, to go just do a victory lap. And we'll check it out. Screaming buffs a wolf? Okay. That's why, is that why his eyes are red? I've been wondering why there's like colored eyes. Oh, that was too early. Hold on, I'm gonna wait. We're gonna see if we can get the move we can parry here. This is not one. The jumping as it like unlocks or jumps off of my camera lock. Okay. Okay. Yo, we didn't do anything in that run. But luckily I also didn't use any items. So we're all Gucci. Yeah, no wasted supplies. Ugh. Get my hair up. At least we get to do the sick sick parkouring down the cliff, the ledges. Yeah, this Gossy guy's alright. He can stay. Okay. So let's see if we can let's see if we can get this guy back to real quick. Oh, it had just been this guy. I was like, that's not what the beast sounds like. Okay, well, oh no! Roll, out of here, we're out of here. They just can't touch me, we took a wrong turn! Okay. You know, I think we stabilized, we're back in it. All right, count your days, Bloodstarved Beast, and do that one move I like so I can parry it. That was it. All right, I think we might have just lost the sauce. I don't know. There we go. Okay, we still got it. I can parry once? I feel like the earlier runs were going better. I could survive more than one swing from this guy. It's good. It's good. You know, we weren't fair on ourselves. Feeling kind of rusty. Old man bones catching up to us. You know, I don't know, the guy looked at... I slept weird. I didn't get 8 hours of sleep. Type stuff. Yeah, this time will be different, though. Yeah, when I had 0 supplies, I guess, like, it was just the adrenaline of, like, there was nothing... I had nothing to lose. I was cooking. All right. I'm trying to get back into that mindset. Yeah, I got nothing to lose. I'm trying to ignore the 2 next to my... the 2 next to my items. I actually have 0 of each. 0 of each. I ain't got nothing. Nothing but, again, hatred in my heart. And a need to hunt. Hooters. Does everyone say it Hooters? It's not my first time seeing it spelled that way. What is this? Oh, that was messy. That was messy. That was cool. Hooters. The booty cheeks. Yes! Oh, that was it. Oh. She made me shoot off a bullet just out of... Oh, that didn't do it. That wasn't the right move. Okay, yeah. I don't think that one is. She's just dashing. She's dashing. She's dashing my delivery straight to my door. Okay. Oh, where's my camera lock? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, you do so much poison damage. What's that about? When do you... Oh! Okay, no, we're good. We're good. You just pop her perk. Pop her medicines. Okay, it looks like we're not getting any more of that easy parry. We might have to start slashing them. Yeah, we're not getting that anymore. head off. Oh, the Cape Shakeling. Yeah, I did not know that she was called Eileen the Crow, but that's sick. Yeah, I did think the mindset helped. Going in thinking I had nothing. I'm just a junta. Oof, okay. That was way too much damage for nothing. The like trope in like cartoon shows where people, the cartoon characters like fall from a high distance and like bounce off of like 12 obstacles at the bottom. And that's just me trying to get, yeah, my open bones are snapping. But me just trying to get to the boss, I just bounced around the alleyway like a rubber ball, man. A crunchy rubber ball. Okay. Flex on the wolf so you can't come to the boss arena. Alright, I'll do the thing. Not that one. You know the one. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Okay, let's just calm down. Get your heels. Observe. Just kind of get a couple of flashes in on the back. I was certain that was the variable, but okay. Ah, missed my window. Thought I'd give it a go. Come on. Maybe we'll through them. Oh, okay, that works. Oh, ow. Oh, that would have been the perfect time to slash him from behind. Get the booty cheeks. Oh, let me pop my perks. Can I get a right hand? Oh, that wasn't it. There we go. All right. Woohoo! Thought I could do it. I thought I could do it. Okay. Alright. No. Whoa, I can do that! Okay, okay. You learned a new move. A new little move that you can parry. Hey, they're gonna go crazy. No, they just went back to their regular moves. Oh, stinky, stinky, stinky! Oh. Oh, I can't see a thing. I can't see a thing. And I still got the poisoning on me? Okay. No! No, 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 no! Alright, let's see how many resources we still have left. Yeah, I think we got another run or two. We got closer, yeah. I just need like to be able to do 3 or 4 runs in a row. Get my legs under me. Oh yeah, no, we're still full. Okay, let's give it. Ooh, I will have to look into antidotes, so because I. Yes, it can die. Ooh. We can do it. Yeah, less bouncing down the alleyway that time too. Oh, I turned too early. That wasn't too bad, though. Hit me with the screamer. Okay. Hold on. Maybe a little ore farming as we head to the boss, and maybe just walking. I feel like there's one of the guys still following me, which is not very aura farming of me. Okay, right at the front though. We shake off all the past attempts, and it's a new one. Oh yeah, yeah. It is a little sad though to think about all their past lives. Like, what if the blood-starved beast was just a hungry guy? What if he was a nice guy? And now he's got his skin flaps. I don't think he was a very nice guy. I don't know. He kind of just chewed me to shreds. A rude dude and... Ugh. Turning me into a moody dude. But, hey, we didn't use up any of our supplies. We're all good. We're all good. The real highlight is that I'm getting so good at this, like, little climb. Okay. Oh no. I did have a feeling like I kept referring to the starved beast as she in the first run. Cause like you really can't tell. The beast like in Central Yarnum it's only men appearing out in the streets, but I imagine it's because they're like those are the ones that are still half human and they kind of have like some sense of protecting the home maybe. In this like Victorian era Britain. But the beast could be any gender. I don't like thinking about these skin flaps having gender, but you know, she could be a queen regardless. Iron deficiency. Maybe that's like when they oh, how is it? When they stand up and like all this like stuff's spraying out of them, like that's how it feels like when you stand up and you're iron anemic. Iron anemic. Sinister resonant bell. Okay. Nails for misfortune and malice, an object of dark thoughts. Yeah, this time is gonna. I can't believe these last 2 times. I make this whole stroll, I show up, and then I immediately die. But I think it's more because I'm just yapping. Like I get into the boss and I'm not locked in. I will say that these sections where I'm just holding circle is really nice that I do get the yap. Also, this Diet Coke I had completely shifted the trajectory of my life. Ugh. I started to stream right after a big meal, and I was so sleepy. I kept yawning. Actually, as I mentioned that, oh no. However, I can prevail. Nah, that was a scratch. That was a scratch. Whoa, I keep forgetting I can do that. Okay. I didn't expect that one to work. Made a little R2D2 noise about it. Ow! Fuck! There is a window. There is a window in like most skills. And I shall learn them all. Oh no! I don't know if that's honorable to Linkin Park's memory. I don't know, maybe he'd be about it. I feel have the same energy of like, especially like the earlier Linkin Park albums. Oh, come on, I'm like not even messing with my weapon at all. I'm just like, I want to shoot guns. Give the beast a gun. Let us just shoot at each other. Okay, that would. Okay, maybe I should just pick up my blood echoes while that's happening. My 0 blood echoes. Oh. Yeah, that one used a lot of resources. That wasn't even a particularly good one. One of the forbidden hunter tools made by Irreverent Izzy. I feel like that's out of place for such a game. There's Eileen the Crow, Albert, Gilbert, and Izzy. Izzy just feels like a 90s name. Okay, we're getting there. Getting so good at this run. Female Kermit is incredible. Hold on. I guess I have to allow it. Hold on. There's like an auto mod that flagged it. My bad. But I'll take it. I'll take it. I definitely have a particular voice. And maybe that's why I resonated with frogs. I think Kermit's a king. He's an excellent little guy. Oh, I also like, what's the channel? Ambiguous Amphibian? I think he also has like a Kermit voice, and it works for him. Ooh, that was spicy. I thought that could do something. Oh. All the stupid poison you got. Yeah, give me a parry. Oh, would this be like the wall that you would throw the hold on! That you would blow, that you would throw, the punch and blood cocktail at. There we go. Yeah, let it all out. Oh. Come on, I got full bullets left. Make them count. Oh, no! No! You're just screaming no at it. Okay. Hey, just be calm. Ah, frick. I don't have any more antidotes. I just have to. Maybe a different strategy now is to slash the butt when I can. Oh. Oh, no, my head! I need that! Oh, frick it. Alright, I guess we go back to grinding, because that's all my bullets. I got plenty of pungent blood cocktails, so, like, we got the exit, we got an exit button, an exit hatch. Should we give up? But I'm not here to give up. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Double firearm. Not that I should be complaining about the loading screens being short, but I want to read more of at the tooltips in between the screen. And yeah, boot it up. Play another run of Bloodborne. I can say, you know, playing it now, 10 years after it originally released, it feels like it holds up. You know it. You don't have to own up. You know, you don't have to tell anybody the amount. That's between you and your PlayStation, your console. You and Cosm. Okay, get me. Oh, actually, an item. Time to get my bullets. Oh, my bricked up goons! Hold on. See, I maybe because I was too focused on getting bullets out. But I honestly haven't needed as much blood vials. Maybe it's I also had farmed more then. They're easier to farm than bullets per se. Okay. I didn't have any more blood to take from them. Alright, you know, I'm still up a couple blood vials. Oh. Wait. I think I want to go this way, actually. I think I want to go up and over. I can't! Ah! Oh, I think I go back. I'm trying to go up on the bridge and back around and jump down to a particular area of the sewer. Because I like a lot of the more walking beast. Hold on. I could also just work on getting more blood echoes in general. I think I have some shards to upgrade my weapon with. Alright. Later take. That was almost really bad. That was almost really bad. Okay, this guy is just too slow. I was like, I'm gonna walk up to him, and when I'm walking, we're going the exact same speed. God damn it! I have become the tater. Alright. Exactly. Exactly. Is there a way to get up there? I really didn't want to be here. Oh yeah, hell yeah, there's a ladder! Thank God. Whew. Oh no, no! Hand on my head, I'm gonna cry. Oof, oof. So I'm fighting off the awning. It's unreal. What about the picked up goons and gun, Grandpa? You're saying just do that. Okay. Well, I really. Okay. Well, now I at least have to go get back my blood echoes. And also, congrats! Can you... Okay, keep pressing the wrong button. I'm just rolling on this dude's corpse. I'm so sorry, Grandpa. Okay. Ooh, push. Alright. Alright! Well then, yeah, let me just get that last... Dang, you can kind of get some, like, speed on these fellas. Hold on. Don't shoot my wonderful bullets. That's all I got. Okay, sorry, I'm done playing with the body. Then I go back and get my blood echoes. Yes, I made a little Hunter hat. This little guy was so much fun to draw. I will say that was another big appeal of the game. It's just like the fashion is so good, the drip. Okay. Where did I leave my blood? Where did I leave my credit card around here? I did draw the frog. We're mildly artistically talented. But also, it took a minute. It took a minute. I mean, don't call it the artistic spectrum. It's also mildly, or maybe blatantly, a little Chikawa OC. So I was able to take a lot of inspiration from Chikawa. Little cute critters on the internet. But I think it's also been a fun part. Where are my blood echoes? But it's been a fun part of the streaming. Is an excuse to have an excuse to make art for. Okay. Now, where could my blood be? Oh, it's on the rat. Hello. No way I'm dying to a rat. Okay. What a thrill. And darkness and silence. Oh, these dogs are brutal. I do not envy you. Oh, there was actually a ladder here the whole time to descend, like, nicely into this pit. Okay, and I just rolled. Then what gets me home? I think it's just, yeah, over here. To reset the area, did I go, do I have to go all the way back to the hunter's dream and then respawn here? Redream them. Alright. Very cool. I guess I get to read a lot of the item descriptions. Okay. Yeah, I was saying earlier that the game kind of holds up, but there are definitely quality of life things that wouldn't make it in the modern day, I feel. Or this would be immediately modded out on the Steam Workshop. Day one, infinite blood vial. Yeah, I'd also just like if it were more like Estus Flask, where it just refilled on revive. Even if I only had like 5 total, whatever, that's fine. I guess like that's when you also just, and I only know of an Elden Ring. You can improve the blood vials or the Estus flasks. So I guess like I don't know what game that got added in. But yes, Bloodborne 2 would be sick. It's kind of crazy that the Dark Souls and franchise kind of got so many iterations and or sequels, but not Bloodborne. Oh my god, why did I walk up to the brick? What? No! I can believe that. I can believe that. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna do the blood vials this time. Oh, the own demon souls. Oh, that's tragic, but also explains a lot, yeah. I was like, I wanted to use demon souls as an example, but I was like, I can't say if that's like been, like, if it's fair to say that all the Dark Souls are demon souls reborn. But it sounds like that's accurate. Also, they gave me shining coins and not blood vials? What the hell? Shining coins! Where are the blood vials? What are you good for? Oh, is it because my blood vials are maxed? You know, that might explain things. I think that's fair. I think that also, like, for the Dark Souls, it's just unlucky. Oh, okay. That's real. That's accurate. Alright. But what if FromSoft were just able to make a Demon Souls 2, like, and be able to keep all the learnings they seem to have applied? I say that, though, it's at least nice that now FromSoft have this, owns all of its, like, IP. Hold on. I literally just respawned. That's all I do. This is fascinating, riveting stuff. Original Rite uses rotting offering beckons ungodly force. Let me learn! Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. You know. Have you played Demon Souls? Like, just how janky and old is it compared to, like, the original Dark Souls? Wow, that's a weird combo. PlayStation 3 and 5. I guess fuck you and you in particular. Weapon act. Oh yeah, I forgot I needed a third. Okay. Listen, if I get another shiny coin, I'm gonna cry. You hear me, Brick Cocoon? Oh, no! Oh. I would struggle with that though, like I was saying before. I could care less about fighting the individual mobs. And I know that, like, in the, yeah, I didn't really like about the Dark Souls games is having the mob that kind of follow you the whole way. Okay. Backstabs are so much easier. Okay. But yeah, how much do I typically need to farm to be, like, stocked up for a few runs? Do I do, like, X many cycles, or... I'm now, like, maxed up to how much I can hold at one time. But obviously I want to get more than that. Okay. We'll just say 3 more runs, throwing a number out there, and then we'll go back, and we're gonna... 100? Okay. That's a long grinding session. But I would also appreciate longer bossing sessions, so I think that makes sense. Ooh, we also haven't done any of this. Now we're in farming mode. I may or may not be aware of the cum chalice, but there is a limitation. I think that's reasonable. Like, as I'm here, like, this is definitely not adding to the game for me. Oof. Oh man. Shining 3 shining coins! Do you think I'm a freaking joke? Oh my god. I'm stinking this place up. Alright, well that's one of them. Wait, you're telling me this is all optional stuff? No, I'm gonna fight her. I'm gonna beat her. Damn. Well, I appreciate the heads up because I would be so like broken if after this big boss fight I've been working on, you know, basically all session today, it ends up with like nothing behind it, you know? Oh, and this, I guess I can also spend. Hold on, how much my next level up? Excuse me. Hello.
Very well. Let
Yeah, we can do that. Okay. We can level up our skill and get the Kirk. Yeah, the Kirk hammer. That's what I was trying to think of. But wow, you're really just gonna let me be crushed. Or. I do like my endurance. Vitality is nice. We'll just hit vitality. I don't know if it's like,
farewell, good hunter.
Elder Scrolls, in which you... Elder Scrolls. Elden Ring, in which you need a lot of vigor. You just get vigors checked. But yes. So I have 20... Do they count any that I have in store? Oh, okay. So I have 30 and I have 24. Okay, that helps. That helps. But we still got 2 more runs. 2 more runs. In Century Arnhem. Okay. You're right, it just don't get hit. Don't get hit. I can do that. I think I'm basically there. The only thing is like if I'm not full health, I don't know if you can even survive like if I can survive like the big fight. It does feel like I have a council of advisees, but all the advisees are like fighting each other in the parking lot. But I do appreciate having like multiple opinions. It is cool to see the varieties of Bloodborne players Bloodborne approaches represented in the chat. Bowie. Bowie! Wow! Oh, that's brutal. Okay. Who hurt these guys? Like... I'm getting my ass beat! I like that, like, vision of, yeah, speaking to the council, and then there's also the guy who stumbled in from outside. But me running into the side of the gate, as you can see, I can't rely on the highest caliber of gamer skills. I do need something a little brain off. Oh. Right now it's like putting points into vigor is just eating my vegetables. I'm gonna grow up big and strong, and then I'll get to have fun when I grow up. I say that as like a fully grown, brittle old man with my Dracula flow fit. I'm really trying to move. I can't believe I'm getting hurt so much by the bricked up goons that I used to farm blood vials from. I really am getting stuck. Roll, roll. Yeah, give me my bloody echoes. Swinging on him. Roll! Okay. Everyone laughed. This dude ripped his pants. Oh, wait, his little tail! Oh, that's cute, actually. No one laughed. No one laughed. That's just like his bodily anatomy. No one makes pants for furries in this town. Yeah, he's got a little tail. Make him wiggle it. Okay, okay. We still got one more run, and then we're gonna get back in the boss. Oh yeah, I do need to repair my weapon. It does say weapon at risk like forever ago. Ooh, lovely little tomb mold. That's so tasty. Oh, that's why I've been... Oh my god, that's why I've been taking so long to like hit these guys. Okay, look at that. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on, fortify weapon. How do I get... Oh, I can equip... I don't think I can equip that yet. Yeah, I said I actually not sure if I needed to fortify my weapon, because that's like more... The gun, because that's more for damage. And I don't necessarily need damage, but just like to pop it to parry. I think. But whatever, we've already spent the blood echoes. I can't, you know, dispute the charge on my credit card. We're just gonna have to live with it. Okay, well then I'm happy to have. I love my little viscerals. They make me feel so pog. Oh. I'm really excited to meet up the ogres, the what are they called? Bricked up goons. Now and then my weapon is doing more damage. Yeah, that was so much easier. Wowee. Oh, shining coins. Are you looking to do anything particular for this new run? Ooh. I was actually really interested in if there was like people who'd play like the hand only. Oh, I don't want to go to Cathedral Ward. I pressed X too soon. But first I have to beat the game before I can look at all the cool funny runs people have done. Probably masochism, but you know, it makes for good content. It makes for like, I don't know, I love that level. I love doing things just because you can. The Yampa guns only build. Wow. I'm actually really excited. I'll also be able to watch some Yampa videos. On Bloodborne. And maybe more of some of the FromSoft games. I feel like I haven't been able to appreciate them fully. Did the person that I sent here come here? Hello. Oh, this is a main lady.
Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This old mess that Yarnum's in is all your fault. Stupidity outsiders. Our blood's fluid, tainted by your ilk.
Oh, you think I tainted your blood?
I know your type.
Ew, okay. When she says I know your type, does it mean the type that's into like the old woman? Like, I don't like that. And that I'm an immigrant, yeah. Cool. There is a, so yeah, it was a choice to, once I found a safe place to stay, to choose to send her there or not. And I'm curious, like, what the outcome would have been if I had just not told her about. Is she just like pass away? Did I inadvertently save her life? She needs med, she needs community, she needs some old lady friends to geek out with. Someone join a knitting circle, you know? Oh, I can give her sedatives? Okay. Yo, honestly, that would be pretty fun. Like, Bloodborne, but you're just going around procuring medicine for crotchety old people. She needs her perks! Okay. There's a lot, there's just so much to this game. Which is also why it's fun, also fun to see people who do like crazy builds, because they, or challenge runs, because it's often an opportunity to see parts of the game that you particularly wouldn't in like your average playthrough. And I think that's fun. A 3 a.m. streamer though? Oh wait, what? That mean you're like in Europe? Oh frick, oh my god. I totally forgot the boss! That was the parry window. Oh yeah, is this what, this is just a day in the life for you, is it? Walking away to work. Dodging all the beasts and... all the beasts and ghoulies. Also, big ups for being up, a big ups for being up at 3 a.m. I'm big sleepy gal. We have some friends that regularly stay up till 3 or 4 playing their Path of Exile, and I disrespect to them because one of them will have to get up at 8 for like their job, and I'm just like, how can you freaking live that way? Okay, that was just as I started yapping. Maybe I can't maybe I can't chat and fight this boss at the same time. That is also real. That is also real. I definitely had a time in my life. I can't say that I was performing optimally. Where yeah, like that was real. I didn't see the light of day. And there's something like nostalgic. Like it is comfy being up late at night. Having like, I'm very not an overhead light person, so I have a lot of comfy, like, warm lamps in my office, or around my desk. And yeah, when the sun goes down, it just feels so cozy. And I say that, oh, well, I'm a sleepy person. There's just been times like, yeah, I had to get not aware of the time. It'd be 1 a.m. Like, oh, I just have to get to bed. And, oh man, that's real. I don't know what the experience for like being in the army is like in UK versus like the US. But I can't imagine that it's altogether too pleasant. There we go. The time I think that I was like regularly staying up late was I was in college and working at McDonald's, And yeah, I often, so I worked like I worked, it's random hours because like that's how fast it was. But often like when I was supposed to get off, which was like at 10 p.m., the overnight crew would be so understaffed. It would be like 3 people. And I would end up staying till 4 a.m. Like, and it would end up being like a 12-hour shift. And I'd try to go to classes the next day, and it was just brutal. But you also like, it's one of those things like where the hours directly dictate like your paycheck. So you're like, anytime you can get some hours in. No, no, oh no. Yeah, well, the overnight manager I was on good terms with, and yeah, they were just that understaffed. So the extra time, like, that I was staying overnight, it was 3 or 4 people running a store. Which is also in a college town. This town is not known for not having not 1, not 2, but like 3 colleges. And so like, yeah, people were coming to the Maccas all hours of the night. And I'm real excited to meet some hags in this game, though. I think that, you know, we have a couple more runs in us to beat this boss. And if that happens, whether we beat the boss tonight or not, maybe we spend the next session going, yeah, exploring to see what's next area. Yes, and I want the authentic hag experience. Hags are my favorite. Whoa! Oh no, wait, I don't have any antidotes. Maybe that will be a problem. Oh! Owie, 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 owie. Oh no! I saw that coming! I saw it coming! Oh. Man, no. Man, this is like the first boss I feel like I've been stuck on. Stuck on. Try the blunderbuss? Oh yeah, that could be fun. Let's do this one last run. And then I'll go back and get the blunderbuss. I do have some cold hard cash stored in the blank. I stand by that. I would also like some antidotes going into this boss. But what if I was a real one? And what if by some miracle I got it this run? Right, just out of pure skill. Thank you. Hold on, this is lock-in time. Walk in and lock on. Let's stay on her. Him. Maced. Oh, I didn't see you from behind the pillar. Oh no! Now when the poison really starts. Oh, the poison's real big, real big. Okay. Unless we get a clear parry signal, we're just gonna keep rolling behind her. Oh no! I didn't know! I didn't know! Oh no! I didn't know she could pounce on me like that. Alright. Alright, we'll go get our antidotes. We'll go buy some items. Okay. So let's check. We want some antidotes, so 600 pop for those. I could also put some Molotov cocktails on the hot bar. And then we also want to check out the blunderbuss. Okay. Cool. But midnight snack ideas. Oh, so I am the worst person to ask about food for, because even when I can't make a decision. We'll leave it at that. But I like pretzels. I like chocolate chips. We got some goldfish. But all the things I have in mind are like things that I literally have on hand. Okay. And then there's this other shop over here. Double check. Okay, repugnant. Equipment, nothing else. Okay. Oh, it's literally right above this. Okay, and then so you're saying sell items here. Oh, neat, 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 neat. Okay, we can give it a go. So this is saying the cold blood dew 2 is 100 blood echoes each. Oh yeah, no, it's better to crack them. Yeah, I'm also just like still. No! Drinking soju on every death, you're gonna get alcohol poisoning. Soju is a, what is it? It's a Korean spirit. Rice wine, rice liquor, if I remember correctly. vodka will work, but I also worry for you guys' livers. Like, now I feel like extra weight is going on into, yeah, the going into every boss. Soju, I feel, is like closer to like actual just wine in terms of like alcohol content. So vodka would be scary. Okay. We have the blunderbuss. 1700. And I guess spend the rest on antidotes. Okay, but this will only give me 10 antidotes. And then I'm dropping 3 for this. So it gets okay, I'm happy for that. Okay, then we purchased antidotes. 7, yeah, cool. Yeah, there's chips. I will say, as far as like American or English vernacular, crisps is like a much more accurate term, or like I feel satisfying term for chips, and it has like the same kind of like crunchy feeling as the crisp itself. I keep going to the cathedral fort. Ah! Fries are always good. You know, if you got some, I don't know, cheese, what kind of sauce you got to mix with them, to dip on them. I can't believe I have to go through this loading screen 2 more times after this. Korean barbecue and fries? Now you're cooking. Cool. One of our like favorite places to eat near one of our friends. Sorry. Let me start over. One of my friends' favorite place to eat in their hometown is a place that does banh mi fries. And I don't know, I think Korean barbecue would go hard on some chips. Something about fries makes it like where it goes well as a base for everything. there they are. Oh man, I really wish I had some banh mi fries. But also great. We secured some crisps. Some chips. You know, things were so silent until that screamer started screaming. We truly, with the School of Athens happening in the chat here, all the great minds colliding. Oh my gosh. Truly cooking. So I bought the blunderbuss, but I forgot to equip it. Surely that's not going to be important now. I don't know. Oh, didn't get to pull the visceral. Poisoning? No, I don't have any on my hot bar! Oh my god, fellas. I don't know. Oh, I don't want you to kill me. But I also, you basically have already done it. Can I get a, can we call a timeout? Oh, no. My blood vials! You know, we've almost tanked it. No. I will not let this be the end. Oh, what? No! Wow, you really got yourself a great feast, a great snack. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. That one was like going so well, and I was like locked in. Yeah, this is the void time of the year. Hold on. So let's actually equip it on my quick item. Good lord. That would have really saved the run. Also, yeah, I bet. Do you have much of a break, like, over the holidays? Or is it, like, back to work or training soon? Well, I'm glad you got a few more days to enjoy some 3 a.m. fries with the barbecue. Oh, that reminds me, we actually have some holiday treats, leftover holiday treats. I could have one after the stream, after we beat up this like lap of skin. I can't. Yeah, sorry for forgetting the bacon. All right, yeah, that's a great way to start it off. Getting chopped. What? No, come on. That ain't count, did it? You didn't actually mean that, did you? There's my blood echoes. I don't think I have anything in them, but... All I can say is freak! Freaking freak! Oh, I'm gonna get this boss. I really feel like it's possible. Like, I feel like it's like right there. Hey, that's excellent 3 a.m. vibes. I think we all need that, like, energy around the holidays. I absolutely, like, I'm also the type of people, when I'm having a meal, I have to put on a little show or stream. The comfiest thing. It's also like, you know, I don't want to do anything too involved on the computer. Getting my greasy little food fingers all over my keyboard. The cats put enough cat hair and stuff in it as it is. Hopefully this is the part of the movie where, like, the protagonist wins. Maybe if I do a little cape flap, that's weird. Okay. No, 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 no. I saw that coming. I stepped back. Cheater. Okay, that was a parry. That was a parry one. Oh. Oh. You can't do that. You can't do that. What I'm shooting with that? I think I need to back up and get myself Come on, that should have got him. Oh, I did it, but then I didn't get the follow up on it. Dang it! That was the scariest. I guess I can, which is standing up. I can get it, but it's a narrow window. And I'm shooting guns on accident? No, 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 no! Out in the middle of drinking my perks. Out in the middle of drinking my perks. Oh, okay. Do I even go into the boss, like, with my three healing items? But I don't want to go back and farm. I don't want to go back and farm my stupid little health blood vials. Ugh. I'm gonna do it. 3 blood vials. I don't give a shit. I'm him. Alright. Get out of my way, losers. Okay, we're just gonna go down, so I'm gonna walk forward, flipping my cape. I'm gonna lock on, and I'm just going to dodge everything. Except when I know I can get the... I basically get all my health back getting the parry in there, the visceral. Hell yeah. No, that's worth to get the... Take the chance there. Oh no! Just a little too late. Come on now. Okay, freak it out, freak it out. Get out of your system! I did it! Oh my god, and I'm not in the right position to follow through on it! Come on, I can't be here! I can't be here! Okay. What? Oh. That wasn't me. Yeah, get those flaps singing. Come on. What are you doing? Are you just spitting out shit? Get over here. Oh. One health file left? Oh. I was thinking, oh, I've always almost had it. No, I hadn't. Oh, no. Yeah, that last third is the worst. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's go find the next area. Let's go hunt around. Let's go hunting. Our hunters. Now that is the way to progress. All of Old Yarnum, is that like an optional area? Is the way to progress is in the cathedral. Okay. Alright, well, I will not give up on like actually beating that boss. I just did not want to go just hunt or do the grinding on stream just to go back. But I do like that I've gotten to go through there and see some of the beasties. So let's go back to the cathedral ward. Yeah, I absolutely would be grinding that off stream. Give me a couple, give me 100, give me a couple hundred, however much I'm feeling, but only like through like maybe grinding in Old Yarnum or Central Yarnum. Okay, meet old Granny. It's been a while since I've been in the cathedral. This is also like where all the urns are that are just like raw bones in there. Okay. I'm remembering. This is... Have I traversed? I feel like I haven't traversed this way. No, this is how you get in there. That tells you about the spider. And this was the first time I saw a chest. Okay. Fellas, we're back on track. So, just here alone, we had this door that we haven't unlocked yet. We had the path out here, and then we had the granny way. I think Granny Way was the most promising last time. Yeah. Alright. Give me things? No? Alright. Me blood vials. Let's get it going. I did not hit the chest before I opened it, and that's an ominous question that you're asking. Because this is how I got into the tombs. After Elden Ring. In this game, I was just so surprised that they had chest technology, because I was like, it had gotten so far in the game without seeing one. Oh, owie, owie! That I was surprised, yeah, to see a chest after so long. Nice. Okay, we broke even on blood vials. Did I ever... This is where I speak to Albert. On the other side of the cathedral. Hello. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm just trying not to... I'm trying to do serpentine maneuvers to keep the guy from shooting me. And still stay locked on the dogs. Oh, I do love getting some quicksilver bullets, so. Okay, yeah, that's him. Okay. Oh, because I think when you go down into the crypt, you know, I'm just gonna leave him be over there. He's just being a freak. The door to Old Yarnum was just one of the ways. And I remember this place really got to me because it's so damn quiet. Like, it should not... There should be more ghoulies and gabs down here. Ghosts. Gremlins. These guys... Yeah, it's relatively just like nothing's happening. Yeah, thanks for joining in. Hope you sleep well. Sure. Okay. No, I don't want to return. Okay. But so this wasn't the path we needed to go, because this is the only way. The dream there. Oh! Back here, maybe? No, that's how I got here! Damn it! Ah. Uh-huh. Oh. Okay. So... I don't know, maybe... I take some time off stream to just farm bullets? But I really would just like to find the next path. It feels a little unceremonious to like leave the stream here. Mm-hmm. We'll consider it. Okay. Quietly observing. I do think that I will just go back to the hunter stream at the end, and yeah, I'll get some farming off screen, and we'll get the boss going for sure. I do want to come back to it. I was just hoping to, I don't know, like navigate this a little bit. Oh, that was one way. Yeah, I don't think I've encountered these guys too much before. So that was what? We come out of the cathedral to the well. Yeah, that was the only way to the left, but there's the way to the right as well. Okay. It was nice meeting you, sir. Stir. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.